All right, so this is part 2 of solving polynomial equations. Let's jump right into it. So we're going to take a look at x to the 4th today, or right now rather. So I'm going to show you something called U substitution. So generally, we don't work with x to the 4th. So we're going to take this x to the 4th, make it be something that we are used to working with, which is like x squared. And then from there, it'll help us find our solutions. So first up, graph it and see what we can get from the calculator, from Desmos. So we're going to type in x to the 4th minus 3x squared minus 10 and see if we can get anything from the calculator. So let's go here. And I believe I've already typed it in. And here we are. So x to the 4th minus 3x squared minus 10. Now, if I look here, I see that it does cross. Let's see what those points are. I got negative 2.236. And over here, I got positive 2.236. So this is kind of sort of going to help me. It lets me know that I have two real solutions. And we're looking for two imaginary solutions. But it doesn't give us the exact answer because it's in decimal form, and we probably needed to have it in square root form. We need our exact answer. So I know that this is x to the 4th, and I know so far I'm looking for two real solutions, which I have. Now I need to go find my two imaginary solutions. I cannot do synthetic division because I got those decimals in there. Synthetic division doesn't have decimals in the box, and I can't factor it because I have imaginary solutions. So I'm going to show you something called U substitution. So instead of having this x to the 4th, I'm going to introduce something called u. So we're going to let u equal x squared. So our u value is going to equal x squared. So every place that I have an x squared, I'm going to put a u into this problem. So if I factor this out, let me do one additional step before I put the u into it. This is x to the 4th. I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 3x squared. That's going to stay the same, minus 10 equals 0. Now what I'm going to do is make a substitution. I'm going to change x squared to u. So everywhere I see an x squared, I'm going to change it to u. So now the problem is u squared minus 3u minus 10 equals 0. So what we're doing is trying to change this x to the 4th. We're trying to change it to something a little more comfortable, something that we've been working with so that it'll make our life easier. So I change all of my x squares to u. So 2 times 2 gives me x to the 4th. So that's where that x squared came from. This still stayed x squared. I just replaced it with u, and the 10, you just bring that down. Now we're going to factor this like normal because now it's u squared and we're used to doing stuff that's squared. So we're going to factor it. Parentheses. Okay. Something times something has to give me u squared. That something is u. I need two numbers that multiply to give me negative 10 and add to give me negative 3. Those numbers are 5 and 2. Let's double check. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. We're in business. Negative 5 plus 2 is negative 3. We're good. We set each of these factors equal to 0, just like we would before when they were x's. No difference there. Okay, add 5 to both sides. I got u equals 5. And subtract 2 from both sides. I got u equals negative 2. Now we're about 90% done. We're trying to solve for x. So I now am going to change this u back to x squared because u is equal to x squared. So I'm going to make a substitution and change my u's to x squared. So x squared equals 5 and x squared equals negative 2. Take the square root of everything. So x is equal to plus or minus square root of 5, and x is equal to plus or minus I square roots of 2. Now we have all 4 answers that we're looking for. My highest exponent is 4, so we're looking for 4 answers. So my 4 answers are positive square root of 5, negative square root of 5, positive I square root of 2, and negative I square roots of 2. So my 5 answers are this, this one, and this one. So let's write out how many solutions we have. We got 4 solutions, 4 roots. 2 of them are imaginary, I, and 2 of them are real. So these are the 2 decimal ones we got from the calculator. So 2 real, 2 imaginary. Again, imaginary numbers come in pairs. You'll never have an odd number. Okay, let's definitely go through another one of these. So we're still going to do a u substitution. We're going to change the x to the 4th. We're going to make that be x squared because we're used to working with things that are x squared. So let me go through number 8 the exact same way. So we're going to introduce this u, and we're going to make it be equal to x squared. Now, this is x to the 4th, which means it's x squared squared. This is going to stay where it is. And the 100 is definitely going to stay where it is. Now, we're going to replace x squared with u. So where you see an x squared, replace it with u. Where you see an x squared, replace it with u. So this is going to be u squared minus 29u plus 100 is equal to 0. Now we can factor this like we normally would. We'll set up our parentheses. We're looking for 2 numbers that multiply to give me 100, add to give me negative 29. So those numbers are going to be 25, negative 25, and negative 4. Let's double check. Negative 25 times negative 4 is 100. We're good. Negative 25 plus negative 4 is negative 29. So we're in business. We set this equal to 0. U minus 25 equals 0. U minus 4 equals 0. Add 25 to both sides. And add 4 to both sides. Almost done. We're not trying to solve for u. We're trying to solve for x. So I need to replace every time I see a u, I need to put my x squared back into the problem. So x squared is equal to 25. And x squared is equal to 4. Take the square root of both sides. X is equal to, the square root of 25 is plus or minus 5. And the square root of 4 is plus or minus 2. So we got 4 answers, and my 4 answers are positive 5, negative 5, positive 2, negative 2. So positive 5, negative 5, positive 2, negative 2. My problem was x to the 4th, so we're looking for 4 answers. We got our 4 answers. So we got 4 roots, and they're actually all real. So there's 4 real roots. A couple more things I want to do before I wrap this video up. You only do this because when we graphed it, we may or may not have gotten all of my real roots from the calculator, and it may give us a decimal answer like problem number 7. So problem number 7, it gave us the 2 real roots, but it was not the exact answer. It gave us the decimal form, and we're looking for the exact answers. Therefore, I couldn't do synthetic division. I couldn't factor. So this is called u substitution. So we took the x to the 4th and broke it down into a smaller degree that we are comfortable working with. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. And the last thing I wanted to say for this last problem, hopefully you notice we got 4 real roots. Positive 5, negative 5, positive 2, negative 2. So that means when we graph it, we could have gotten all of our real answers from the graph, which we do. So this is the problem that I'm typing in. So this is not the problem that we're typing in. So give me just a minute there. We're typing in x to the 4th minus 29x squared plus 100. And when we graph it, notice it crosses at all the 4 spots that we got when we just went through and we did the u substitution. Positive 5, negative 5, positive 2, negative 2.